T-shirts, T-shirts. Get your T-shirts, ladies and gentlemen. T-shirts representing every pack on the Sept of the Hearthfire, as well as the Cubs. Hashtag Team Cub. Support friends, family, other types of relative, pack mates, whoever you'd like, really. Just come on up and buy one of these custom printed T-shirts. Half of all proceeds go to the Sept, and the other half, well, food and drink at my wedding has to come from somewhere.
There's like a mixed response. Some people buy into it, other people don't. Other people just give you a weird look and keep walking. The ones that do, though, they buy a lot. But others, it's kind of half and half. There's no middle ground. Either they don't buy it or they buy it in bulk. One or the other.
Amazing. Remy has kept this up for a while by the time Charlotte can hear him touting for the 400th time.
Yeah, it's one of those things where he makes one of those little bulk sales. I don't know. It's probably like Cora or someone. It's someone going for it hard. It finally turns to glance, and Charlotte's just holding one up and going, "Did you actually put SummerSlam on these? Really?"
Yes.
I mean, some are Grand Slam, but
yes.
Oh God. She just, I don't even, you can like roll a die on which one she's holding up to look at. She's just like, eh?
It's probably one of the Wild's Fang ones.
Why not?
All right, folks. That's my stock for today. I will be back tomorrow in this extended event known as the Summer Gauntlet. I'm here to help you support us, which also supports us. I don't know what I'm doing. It's been hours. But unfortunately, that's all the T-shirts for today. He packs up what's left. Packs up the money.
Any double cess purchases? She offers back the one shirt for him to pack up.
When it comes to the actual like pack members, I just give them the shirts for free. Be really weird to have to like buy your own pack shirt. You know what I mean?
Well, I suppose, but they can only wear one shirt at a time. Oh, I suppose it is an extended event.
It's an extended event, plenty of opportunity. And it will also help us pay for my wedding.
How? She finally a side glances. Is it really that bad?
I don't know what kind of numbers you're used to staring at, but yes.
I'm
anyway
used to staring at the kind of bills you pay when you have to do adult things like pay for a home or handle balancing employment versus cost.
Raya, I've never held a regular job in my life.
Telecommuting's a thing.
Just stares at you blankly.
There's a helpless shrug. She didn't figure he'd go for it, but... Right. Has Hanging Talon been by, or...?
I haven't seen him. I was actually about to head over to where the Cubs and Lenaraya are.
Solid plan. Let me know how it goes.
Yep. Just gotta lock all this stuff up. Avoid temptation. And then I'll be on my way. I mean, if you were to look for Hanging Talon, he's probably literally off judging something, given that we're at the beginning of the gauntlet.
Yeah, probably on Overwatch.
Like, I'm not even being sarcastic or disrespectful here. He's probably literally acting as the judge of something.
I get the idea, Raymond. Don't worry. I'm giving a pat on the shoulder. I'll head that way.
Very well.
Our guy's gonna be run ragged. Yeah, stuffs the hands in the pockets. It's the diverge.
Banana.
Spoiler: Charlotte spots Hanging Town in the public housing. Gauntlet hasn't properly kicked off yet. We're only getting it ready.
Yeah, she like starts walking, like does the glance into the big common room and pauses, mid stride,
I see him sitting there.
backpedals.
We seen him sitting out in one of the back porches where all the chairs are, in one of the quieter areas.
There's just that moment of like, yep, I almost look like an idiot. So fuck it. Just come on around. And double checking to make sure I'm not a noob. Okay, perfect. So yeah, she'll come around. Anyone else out on that particular porch, or
I don't know. Nobody usually bothers hanging tell them.
so yeah, comes around. Can I steal a moment of your time before it all gets eaten by this gauntlet?
Look over. What is it?
To just come over, find one of the many seats. It is, after all, a public porch. I was hoping I could come to you for advice.
Advice on what?
I imagine you've heard about my arrangements with Jasper Von Care.
I have.
And
Looks
part of
like
that,
a measured sympathies, Ringo.
part of the arrangement is making an announcement of it, and I want to make sure that I do so properly.
Mm-hmm.
Then I thought, who better to ask?
Again, stares at you again. Sure, it's like looking into an literally looking like into a bird of prey. You know what I mean? Just he doesn't look angry or threatening. It's just those eyes are so fiercely intelligent, and like I said, it looks like a falcon, just staring at you.
I had
I
hoped
am
that is
not-
a
I
number
am
of.
not one for public speeches. If you do find.
That is true. But I thought that if there was a particular way about it that was preferred by the house, it's something that you would be aware of that I wouldn't.
Hmm. There are many possibilities.
There are. I thought to offer them an invitation at the wedding and do it there.
The wedding is usually a good place, often very politically aligned, to announce as dear friends when everyone still claps. And then you get to watch who doesn't.
Sorry, what was the last bit?
Then you get to watch who doesn't.
Mm.
Just stares at her. You know, that gleaming eyed stare of there is no innocent ever. But no, he just stares at her again like an intelligent bird of prey just analyzing you.
I appreciate the confirmation.
I didn't give you any confirmation.
At least that it was generally the expected approach.
It all depends on what you want to be seen as.
I want to be seen as someone who is not afraid or ashamed to have the allies that I do.
Again, there's no response. He's just staring at you.
God damn, he's worse than Harrier. Fuck.
He's more
He's Harrier, I
intimidating.
know something will happen after a 5-minute pause.
He's more intimidating than Harrier. Like he's not. You get the impression he's not like out to do you harm or anything. That shit. He's just analyzing you, staring at you. I mean, you've heard the rap about gleaming eye Philodoxus. You're just looking at one right now, just staring at you. Not with any judgment. It's just like I said. He is processing. He's studying your reactions, your facial movements. It feels like you are literally right before him, being assessed and measured.
It's definitely a new and intimidating thing because she's, I don't think, ever in any official capacity
Nope.
had to come before Hanging Talon, really. So no, this is new. And she's learning too. She's not immune to being kind of like, ugh, because Jesus, that stare. But
You could probably get figured why he got the fucking Master of Challenges position, really.
yep. That is the stare of a man who will hear no quibbles.
Are you wanting me to tell you what to do? Or do you want to figure it out yourself?
I'm not looking to be told what to do so much as hoping for advice on what might be expected, what might not be, what could be seen as an insult. I don't want to be given the answers, but I do want to
No,
be given
but you would like
perspective.
them handed to you on gentle-footed platter. House Gleaming Eye does not do hand-holding. You are an Adrian now, not a Cleus. You have a powerful political wedding coming up, marrying into an influential family of Getafenris. The pieces are already on your board. Now it is up to you where you align them. But the house expects you to align them in their direction. For if we did not think you were capable of doing this, then the offer would never have been made. Would it?
No, I don't think it would have.
Then stop thinking that you can have a direction pointed towards you so it'll be easier. That will only lead to failure.
It's a not thoughtful one. I hope it doesn't truly seem as though I'm looking for you to just hand me an answer.
No, if you did, I would have told you to leave.
I would have told you what?
To leave?
Again, another faint nod.
No, you are merely overextending your worry. Healthy response.
Well, then at the very least, I appreciate the perspective.
We will see. Perspective is often a thing that people like to think they gain, but they never truly until they do it.
You're not wrong. But every little bit of insight a person can glean helps in forming that final decision, doesn't it?
That is a question you have to ask yourself. On what is gaining insight and what is hoping to have someone point you. Which do you want to be seen as? The one who's pointing or the pointer? The only reason I give you this advice is that you are good friends of my alpha. I lean forward. Again, no intimidation. It's eerie because out of all the way they get rumble and fumble, and Hangtown is the quietest. He's even quieter than the True Catcher in some ways. Just leans forward, like slowly. Again, you get why he gets the name, because he just leans, and just stares at you like a hanging town of claws waiting to strike. Jasper Von Kaer wants loyalty. House Gleaming Eye wants acceptance. I make sure the pieces align the right way. I have given you the answer you need. Now, you need to merely align yourself to the right cause. This is not a Fenrir perspective nor a Glasswalker. This is House Gleaming Eye. This is the great game that we all play from you to carve the path to the Black Furies, to the very Alpha himself. It all depends on what you want to play as.
Again, she respectfully listens. Keeps an eye, not a challenging one, just listening. And again, it's the slight bow of the head. Thank you.
Do not thank me. You have not done anything yet.
Yeah.
No. You are merely debating what you wish to do. There is no need to thank me for inaction. Thank me when the job is done.
Very well.
And he just, continues to sip his tea again, just leans back as if the talons have retracted away from your skull almost. You can almost feel it, metaphorically.
Yep, that wasn't spine tingling.
And he just, takes a very casual sip of his tea. As if, still going about his day. Well, we're still like...
Yep. She gives the polite nod one gives to a fellow member of rank and rouses up. Goes ahead to take herself off, and suppose I will give Raimi a chance to do some shenanigans while she sits there, and it'll look like playing on her phone, but does her best to kind of visualize pulling up like a chess app, something like that, just thinking about what the board covers, what everything represents, and how does she want to set it.
Raimi has locked up the goods, and he's gathered the other goods. Donuts. Sodas. A backpack to carry the sodas. They're fucking heavy. And has set off towards the Babby children.
Yeah, there's the club section of the public housing where the clubs actually stay. It's kind of cordoned off usually for the other, away mostly from the other ones.
Looks around warily, trying to cast the Raimi gift, sense Lena.
I mean, you look around, you just see her watching, arms
already staring at him.
Well, arms folded against one of the, tables. She's just watching. Almost like she's posted up. Not all breathing in on top of you, but you always see her out of the corner of your eye. She's even more sneakier than you are.
Yeah, that's pretty much what she promised. So he'll go looking for Frankie now that she knows he's there.
You'll see Aileen, like, and Frankie. They're probably she's just probably outside his room. She's like lifting up one of the Cub T-shirts in front of him. It's like, I got this one. I think it's your size. Got one for myself. Come on, try it on. He's like, no, I'm fine. Jesus. Oh, come on. I bought it and everything. Look at this. Look. Even she's like, you can see she's like got the fountain pen right now. It's like, see, I even like put our names on like a jersey. He's like, all right, you just take it. She just wanders back into her room, all happy with herself. Leaving him, sitting there by his desk.
Hello there, young man.
He jumps up to him and he's like, whoa, fuck.
Oh, easy.
Hello, Raya.
I tell you what, since it's just the two of us right now, you can drop the rise. My name's Raimi.
Hi, Remy Raya.
Okay. You're Frankie, right?
Yeah?
You Dr. Pepperman, Frankie?
He just gives you the most sus fucking stare of your life.
Pepsi, Sprite.
No, I'm not thirsty. Thank you.
You sure?
Pretty much, yep. No, I'm good.
Well, it's just, I've got all these sodas and I got all these donuts, and it's just me.
No, I'm fine. No, don't need to eat. I'm good. I have my lunch already.
All right. Well, he'll set the donut boxes down just nearby him and actually take out one of the Dr. Peppers and start drinking because he wants a fucking Dr. Pepper. So be it. How you been?
Fine, Raya. I'm pretty good.
Sure about that?
Yeah, why? I haven't done anything. And if I have, you'll have to talk to my grandmother.
Look, I'm not here because of some perceived slight or whatever. I don't know if it was funny enough, I'd just congratulate you.
Congratulate me on what?
I don't know, pulling one over that was funny. Ragbash too, you know.
Oh, yeah. What was the back of his hair? Yeah, funny.
Some of your fellow Cubs have expressed you've been a bit quiet lately.
Oh, well, excuse me if I'm not loudmouth Evelyn or high-strung Aileen looks around suspiciously to make sure Aileen doesn't come storming in.
She's still in the room.
Just nods to himself. Whew.
And you're right, Evelyn does talk a lot.
But no, I'm a ragabash, and sometimes a ragabash is better off quiet. That's all. I appreciate my cub brothers and sisters for being concerned, I suppose.
Don't suppose there's anything you'd want to talk to a complete stranger about.
No, I grew up in a place where talking to strangers usually mean you got let off in a van, so no, thank you.
Where you from?
Minneapolis.
Minneapolis. Big city.
Nods.
See, I don't know a thing about cities. I was raised away from one. Desert. Small town life.
Sounds pretty cool.
It is boring.
Just gives a nod. I mean, it's a desert.
Endlessly boring.
Imagine so.
This town's pretty fun, though. You been in this town at all?
A few bits on like, a couple things. It's all right.
Tell me they take you all out there every now and again.
Nods. Have to. It's part of learning the environment.
Oh. I definitely understand the logic. All right, you're actually from this state. Maybe you can explain something to me. What's the obsession with Bob Dylan?
I don't know. That's a Duluth thing.
Oh, it's just a Duluth thing. Got it. See, I came here all the way from Nevada. A lot of buses and trains. Couldn't afford a plane ticket.
This gives a nod.
Of course, putting one of us in a metal tube miles in the air just seems like a bad idea anyway. Tell me, what are your plans once you make Cleve?
Um. Hmm. Uh. Well, gotta figure out tribes I'm going with. Then I gotta get an apartment in the city. Gotta get in a pack. Gotta pull the weight, I suppose.
Pull your weight. Good objective.
But he says I gotta do so.
Okay. See, I asked because I heard that you were interested in joining the Glasswalkers.
Seems to be where I'm talented with.
And I happen to know a lot of Glasswalkers.
This gives a nod. They seem pretty cool people. Heard some stories about them from my damn parents, so
Oh, they're real cool. My alpha herself is the Scarred Spider.
Yeah, I've heard of her. She's pretty cool. She's got cool scars and shit. Decent taste in memes, even though they're a bit dated.
Just kind of smiles at that last bit.
Don't tell her I said that. She'll freak out and like punch me because she's an alien.
No, she won't.
Yeah, well,
See,
still, so.
Scarred Spider puts a lot of stock in people. A lot of stock. I don't follow her because she's physically the strongest. Tempting as that may be. I follow her because she cares about people.
Is this a sales pitch to join your pack?
No,
Sounds like a sales pitch.
it's perspective. You feel like trying out after this, that's on you.
Just gives a like the
Also, on pretty good terms with Siege Engine.
just nods. He seems
I'm,
cool.
I'm saying is if you ever want to meet some of those people, well, I do happen to know them.
So I don't have to go through my damn parents to do that.
Well, I would have to go through your den parents.
Why are you going to my damn parents for me? Because it's another sus stare.
Because I'd be the one asking if I could take you to meet them.
Why wouldn't they take me to meet the people that I'm interested in joining? Or
They
sus
might.
stare.
I mean, they probably will. I'm not going to cast aspersions on them.
Like I said, I don't know you, Ryan, coming in and asking me like all this stuff. Just it sets off the radar.
Because I'm a big bad Cliff.
No, it's because I don't know you.
Fair.
They're playing big bad Cleves, bigger than you. I just don't know them.
Most everybody around here is bigger than me.
Just gives us a snod.
Let's come back to something I picked up on a second ago. What everybody tells you. How do you feel about what everybody tells you?
Why do you want to know that?
Because I'm curious.
Are you asking for my cub brothers and sisters? It's because for my dem parents. Like, finally just tilts his head.
Got to admit, this is mostly for me.
And why are you asking about me?
Well, you're a new moon like me. And there's a part of me that really wishes, when I was in your position, that somebody like me had been around. But that's done. That's over. I'm a Cleof now. But never really let go of that feeling.
Frankie just shifts uncomfortably. Doesn't say anything, he just shifts uncomfortably.
See, I look at you and I get this sense that something's going on. A lot of people, especially around here, don't like to admit when something's going on. I'm sure you are already familiar with the reasons why. But it's at least my belief that maybe if somebody reaches out or something, doesn't have to be something going on.
No, I'm completely fine. Just keeping my head down.
Right. Kind of rubs the back of his head. Well, I tell you what. If you change your mind about that, I am pretty easy to find, ironically.
Just nods. Sure, right.
Okay. Have a good one, kid. I'll pick
Just
up his
gives a
shit
nod.
and go.
Just gives a nod, that kind of awkward nod. It's just kind of rubs his arm.
Yeah, he'll collect his stuff and leave.
I mean, Frankie just kind of goes back to playing on his phone idly, or you can see him shifting from the desk and the bed.
Getcha.
You walk out back to the remnants of the actual public housing. Dun-dun-dun.
Yeah, loaded down with all this shit he was so ready to use. Eventually, he'll just kind of fucking knock his shoulder into one of the doors. Oi, hey, hey, hey.
Who's he calling for?
I was gonna let it be a potpourri of whose door he just eventually decided to bang his head against.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, there is a common room.
No, this is better.
This could go wrong. This could go so wrong. Okay, I'll roll this. Ooh. Oh, God. Where are they? Find the right person now. It's a 4, so that would be probably. Finally. Oh, yeah. Guess she opens the door.
He hands over the boxes of donuts. Merry Christmas.
What the fuck am I meant to do with these? You know, she looks over,
The Krispy Kreme donuts.
just gives a shrug. You know, we'll just probably walk into the public room, you know, and see one of the other Fianna kinfolk and just kind of like open the box and then just kind of hold them out in front of her.
Can only imagine these two open boxes of Krispy Kreme and the kinfolk all come out of like places you wouldn't even expect a kinfolk to be.
Yeah. She just hand them over to someone else. You know what I mean? It's like, here, come on, spread it around. Very diligently passing among, especially the Fianna kinfolk.
Yeah, Raimi, for his part, helps us along. Come on, folks. They're free and no strings attached, I promise.
Oh yeah, no, most of the kinfolk are so. The ones that are there, they'll take it from them once they don't do it.
And thus, Raimi has gotten rid of the donuts.
So what is everyone else doing? Or just very communicating results to Charlotte, or what's happening? What are y'all doing?
Yeah, sure, because Charlotte asked over the pack link. It went about as well as I thought it would.
What's the sitch?
Seeing him up close, yeah, he's not in a great place, but more importantly, he's weirded out that some fucking stranger just came up and started talking to him.
You even remember being a cub?
My cubhood was a lot different than the cubhood here.
Fair. Lena give any rules? Lena give any rules about what they could and couldn't have when you asked? Or could and couldn't do?
I mean, I was allowed at the moment to question him. I attempted to bribe him with sugary sodas and donuts. Didn't work out. And I kept it to that. I told him that if he wanted, I could introduce him to some glasswalkers I knew, and he very astutely observed that his den parents could do that. And yeah, like I said, it didn't work out. I didn't really expect it to, not on the first time.
I mean, yeah, the den parents could do it, but I bet you money people are going to respond differently to Lena presenting someone than to them tagging along with another Cleve.
Like I said, this is a more than one time kind of thing, and fuck. I wasn't gonna knock it out of the park first try. Knew that going in.
You know what? Did he have any, I don't know, music posters, anything like that?
I didn't enter his room.
Damn.
Think things would have gotten a lot worse if I just kind of entered his space.
I mean, most cubs give you permission to enter, never mind that the den parents can, but
Yeah,
again,
no.
they've got communal rooming, so I'm not sure it would've
When it comes to the Cubs, I'm batting like 1 for 3. So.
Yeah.
Give it a few tries, and frankly, maybe the kid will figure it out on his own.
You know what? Before I go do something daunting, let's do something fun. And she pulls out her phone from where she's, wherever she's plunked, probably out on one of the porches. Starts flitting through. Torna, can I safely guess that country is the one unifying everybody groans kind of music?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Except for Raimi.
Perfidy stays in the public housing, or has, yeah. So I know there are speakers in this building. Let's see if we can. I mean, admittedly, Perfidy or Siege might just rise to the challenge, and it may become a hilarious battle just between the higher ranks. But let's see if we can prompt some reaction. She'll wait for whatever music is, just kind of going in the common room to hit the end of a song. And I can either blow for plug and play or a roll or whatever have you. But I'm gonna
Just
swap
do
it to
plug and play.
country.
Just do plug. Yeah, you can do plug and play.
Yeah. No, I'm just gonna change the music to see if I can provoke, I don't know, a reaction.
From who?
I mean, the simple answer generally is if she started something like this normally, you change the music to something someone doesn't like. One of the Glasswalkers pings the same thing and swaps it to something else, and it just kind of becomes a back and forth game, kind of like the meme battles and shit. It's like you get a song at a time, and people just flip flop it. You know what? He wants to be a Glasswalker. Lord knows he's got a decent phone. He should be able to do this if he's driven to do it, if he dislikes country music enough.
Oh, yeah,
There's a chance one of the others will.
There's a huge groan from the area, like, oh, for fuck's sake. But the music does change very quickly, actually. Almost like,
Ramey's like the only one who's like, yes.
It gets like 2 lines into the song and then swaps.
Fuck.
Sylvie will wander out onto the porch. Rise?
I'm not even sure they're necessarily in the same place unless Ramey's wandering out. But Charlotte's got kind of a grin on her face, and do I need to roll something to see if I can figure out who tweaked it?
actually, no, this is what comes up.
Oh boy. Let's see what it is. What? Oh lord.
That's what Remy hears. He's walking around, dead giveaway. He's like looking around.
No, for once, Charlotte's actually looking pretty happy. She's got a little bit of a grin on her face, and yeah, I was trying to backtrack who tweaked it.
That was
Because
Frankie.
Huh?
That was Frankie.
Oh, there we
I
go.
I rolled and I got a 10. So that was Frankie. Sylvie and Remy were walking like as the country music almost like "Brr," and all I hear is dead giveaway.
Sylvie's like so confused. Like, what the fuck even is this? What? What?
All right.
But yeah, no, Sylvie and Remy are walking out. Sylvie's like, Rise,
So
Did she like dramatically flop over or something, or she just come out and say rise?
flips off the fucking porch. Lands on his face.
Does a flying backflip off the handle? Jesus.
I mean, she probably does a flying backflip off the handle when Dead Giveaway starts playing.
Nearly
Oh god, what the fuck?
Nearly kills herself doing it. Rise, I'm ready.
Fucking like. It's like, la, boom, boom, boom. Fuck.
Yeah, no. She'll get down on one knee. And short throat. Is this a special occasion?
Oh, no, get up. I can't deal with you in that kneel while this is going on. Dead giveaway. Like in the background. Just go, fucking just crane your head over here. And he'll grab the back of her neck like very quickly. And then just let go and be like, get up.
Maybe she gets up.
Remy's
Charlotte,
doing his whole neck thing. That's Weird Al's Why Nerdy starts playing.
Charlotte
no.
starts fucking dying. Like,
Okay.
God help her, she actually laughs.
So Donuts and Weird Al. And
Oh my God.
weird music I can't identify the origin of.
It was more donuts than I wanted for myself, so I just tried to give them away.
Well, they're. You should probably like say something along those lines to the kinfolk then, because everybody is looking for donuts now.
That's all the donuts I had.
Well,
That's
maybe
it.
don't say anything to the kinfolk then.
I'm not planning on it.
Maybe
I do, however, still have all of these sodas. She pulls out another Dr. Pepper.
Sylvie looks at him like,
Do you want one?
Amy, why? Donuts and Oda. Oh my god, that is so. I
Do you want
know.
one?
Okay, sure. Yes. Thank you.
She gets a Mr. Pibb.
She'll take the Mr. Pibb. And pop it open. Raimi.
What?
Said, I know we regenerate. We don't have to worry about a diet, but does anybody really need that much sugar in one sitting?
Yes. Me.
What are you? Part hummingbird now?
I've always had a fast metabolism.
Oh my god. Yep, that last one. That's Charlotte finally pulls the phone down and kind of glances into the public housing, see where he is, that he can see her coming in, because she noticed that Freya walked by and then it changed.
She's in the window. You can see him probably in the main hallway. You just peeked out the window, went, oh, and then you saw him walk back inside.
So proud. You know what? You said he retreats after he spots her?
Mm-hmm.
She'll wait for, people to mill around, waits for Lena to, poke her head in. And when she does emerge again, just kind of boop. Gives away a little wave, okay.
Then it just shakes her head. You can actually see her undergrad. Fucking nerd. She's walking, popping a cigarette in her mouth. God, you're such a fucking nerd.
She gives no fucks.
Nerd. Do you know what I mean? That's what some of the gathering just looking around who's the fucking nerd?
Actually, who's giving her grief for being a nerd? Besides
Mainly
Lena.
that.
She loves Lena dearly.
No, none of the rest of the people, because they're an Adrian. They just said under their breath, nerd. Because let's be real, who the fuck is gonna mock an Adrian for being a nerd unless they want to die? Perfectly hijacks though.
It's all like Donkey Kong.
Sylvie, you have a phone, yeah?
Yeah.
There you go. That just erupts from Sylvie's phone.
Oh boy.
A full volume as well. Remy's standing beside her, and he can just hear it. You know what I mean?
His
volume.
head snake whips towards just sudden noise. So you literally watch him rear back a little bit.
And Perfectly's hacking pool, which is ungodly. Your phone starts going too, Remy, in that same song as well.
Fuck!
I need to roll my fucking subterfuge. I'm gonna fall out this chair.
The fuck is this noise?
Sylvie's Sylvie's jigging through her. I didn't even think my phone was on.
That's okay. That's Hold on, what's my manip specialty? Please help me. Nope. Okay, so that's just 3. But she doesn't fall out of the chair.
Actually, this comes on as well at full volume for both Remy and Sylvie, like full volume. There you go, the Bale one.
Let's see what this is.
What is this? He's holding the phone out in front of himself like it's a demon.
The volume seems to get louder and louder.
I didn't even know my phone was this loud.
It probably normally has limits.
Not today, it doesn't.
Charlotte,
Not today. It's the possessed demon phone.
Oh, this is the moment.
she even rolled out a higher diff because you got things on your phone. She got the successes.
What comes off on mine?
That's the second link.
The same one as them?
Yep, full volume. It's almost like they're in sync with each other as well. They say it at the exact same time.
All right, that's it.
People, it's spreading.
What's the difficulty
To hack
for
perfectly
perfidy?
with your merit, it's still 8.
I'm gonna try.
That girl is good.
Oh, she is. I gotta at least try. I'm trying to think of songs that would convey certain things, but for the moment, we're just gonna do this one. Let's do this roll first. See if she has to default. So, computer. Nope.
Nope.
I don't know whose phone this is going to play on, but here was the song.
So, higher low, Katie.
Oh, let's go high. Why not? Somewhere in the middle. I don't.
Alright, I would have told you one would have been Neary.
Oh my god.
That would have not ended well.
If it had been
But
near, it'd have been like, well, guys, time to leave the public housing. Bye.
Time to run for my life.
I don't know. That might be a sign of guilt. I might have to just sit here and pretend it wasn't me. But no.
Actually, 5 is so middle of the road, though. Oh, there you go. Perfect. No, look at his phone. He just keeps walking. He looks down at it like, Just gives a shrug and keeps walking. I'm a Wormful. I'm a Silverfang. A Rune! That's right. You know, just a flex, like what? And it just keeps walking that past people.
Yeah, he gets past and Charlotte like glances over like, the fuck?
Raimi perched up on a railing. Charles, did you just literally hit them with the flex?
Looks back as, the chorus hits. Staring.
Charles. Why gotta be like that?
He starts walking.
He's just got his own personal theme song now. He ain't even mad.
Yeah, yeah, he's just like, I'll take it. I love this shit.
There's worse.
But yeah, no, unless you do anything, that Christian Bale remix is fucking deafens probably for Sylvie and Remy. And Charlotte, bit of
Fucking-
Charlotte.
No, Charlotte, after she tries to fire back at it and it gets ricocheted onto someone else, it's like, oh, I'm not even. Oh. All right, let me fix this. This is fucking deafening. Jesus Christ, there's 3 phones doing this.
This is the fucking worst.
Sylvie is struggling hard to turn her phone off or like silence it or something, and nothing is working.
What's worse, Sylvie? You switch your phone off, switches back on again.
It's like, what's this shit?
Charlotte finally
Charlotte.
starts dying. She's trying to counter fucking.
It's
Raya, end this
it's
plague,
just a-
please.
Charlotte, Raya, please, you're a glass walker. Get the demon out of my phone.
Save us from this hell of our own making.
What do I need to roll?
Wait, I think the song's ending.
What do I need to roll toward to at least get their fucking volume ramped down to
Yeah,
normal levels? Try and knock her out.
Intelligent computers. It'll be this 6 with your merit. Oh, no, Remy says, oh, good! Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, that's 2. Jesus.
Fucking finally.
Yeah, she finally first ratchets down the volume on both of them, where it's been like fucking somehow cranked past normal levels, and then flicks the music off. It takes her a minute, mostly because it's making her laugh hard. You know what? Let's see if she can do one more good one.
Oh no, I know who's here that'll hack this place.
Oh Jesus!
Do you need a binky?
All right. Do I need to do anything hard to get at Frankie's?
No.
I don't know where he is or what he's doing. I'm not going to crank it loud, at least not initially. I don't want to scare like a year of life off of the poor kid, but his phone's going to start playing that whether he likes it or not. It's like the anthem of all Cubs / Cleath Glasswalkers right there.
He kind of panics, like, oh, fuck! You know, then you can see him, like, flailing the phone around.
Yeah, she's not doing anything to lock it in. She puts it on there. He can turn it off. It's just... Doink!
Alright, this is the last thing personal play, but this comes at full volume. Every phone in the area, including Remy, Charlotte's, everywhere. Every phone.
If this is what I think it is, I'm going to cry. Okay, it's not what I thought it was. Yeah, there's kind of like the, ooh! As every speaker, every phone, the fucking microwave.
Mm-hmm.
The demons are back.
Roy just stands outside the doors of the public house and just lifts his hands up in the air like Jesus. You know?
Yeah, there's that initial, like, who the fuck looks over? Oh, God, I got played. She ain't even mad. It's fucking runs. She can't beat that.
Does it look like he looks right sharp right in the end, does the mic drop thing and just walks away?
She does the whole, like, the dramatic I am defeated kind of gesture, like, oh.
He's just walking over, you know, still as the music's playing, he doesn't give a shit. Like, what? Fuck with me. Fuck with me! You know what I mean? Just keep walking.
I'm impressed. I didn't know the microwave had speakers.
It doesn't.
I'm
It
even
doesn't.
more impressed.
It's merely altering the primary function of the electronics.
Ah, I see. Raya.
Gives her the pat. As if, you know, get good, essentially, that pat.
Oh, you. It does more than go beep. Pat.
Well, yes, it cooks the food.
It looks like you're jiving to the music, Bob. I just want you to know that. Got some, like, what is love head bob going on.
Rumor's like, that's too funky for me to not join in.
I mean, this is a pretty good choice.
Look around. I just realizes he's in front of these people, and, you know, and he'll reach up and take his phone and just click the hang up button, and everything just cuts off.
At which point Charlotte feels the mic has been dropped. She can put her phone back in her pocket. The game has been won.
Amy just slowly puts the phone back like he doesn't fucking trust it anymore.
I understand you had a little interesting escapade out in the city recently.
It's true, bro.
Give us a nod. Well, you should be happy to know, particularly with all the bounties you've been waving around like the Captain Can did. There is a pack that is taking that up, apparently. Seeing as you killed half their men, they're particularly eager for you guys.
Oh,
I hear the one known as Quickshot has taken over the group.
Raimi rubs his neck.
Apparently 2 Gru were sighted coming into the eastern border of the city. I recognize one of them. He's one of ours.
Oh,
Crimson Wave, he's an Ager in a room. They usually send him on, from what I hear of his reputation alone, they use him for the specialist things, we'll say. Seems killing off some of the pack has earned ire.
do you earnestly believe they're only too strong?
Do you?
Oh, not for a second.
I reckon they've put themselves to a smaller number, which means they're going to be harder to find until they want you to find them. We've also had reports of 2 of the kinfolk, Fenrir. They were found dead in their apartment by the looks of things. The police are saying it was a combination of the official report, like flick out his phone and flick through it for a couple of minutes. Unknowing accidental overdose. They found substances or various paraphernalia that they did not manage properly. However, I know these 2 gentlemen. They didn't use, they transported. They were found with chemical burns.
chemical burns.
As if it was passed through nearly by the looks of things from a lady that I have that mainly does autopsies. They were given stuff to, well, it wasn't forcefully inhaled, but there was one little choice. I imagine that's how they died. Burned the inside of their lungs to pieces.
Yeah, Charlotte finally is tugging the phone out of her pocket again, kind of got a little brow crease.
I mean, it's pretty easy to make tear gas from the basic home supplies, so.
Oh, it is. And she's just, if she can, trying to access the little closed network security stuff she has at her apartment to see if anyone's been around there.
Nope, no one's been near your shit.
That is honestly shocking. Fucking poster and all, and no one's gone near her apartment.
There was a message, but I made sure that it was covered up. I thought I would deliver a person there.
What was that?
The rats know where you live. Didn't think it'd be that easy, did you?
Well, with that as incentive, we're gonna do some digger deeping to see if she's just set on a closed loop on her fucking apartment. See if someone's pulled some like classic ass, Black Ops shit and just like, oh hey, here's a loop of your apartment being exactly like it always is while we do this. So yeah, she'll see if she can dig into her own fucking software.
President's computers roll.
I do not know what my diff is. But I've got 2 9s and a 7.
Beautiful. So you start to alter something. You know, you're checking the loops, and things seem weird, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's when that pops up on the screen. With just the, the red smile, like, and then it just goes, you didn't say please. You didn't say please.
Really? Nah, she flips it over and, cut losses, flips the phone over and, quickly pops the battery just
It
because she
doesn't
doesn't
look like
want
the
them.
It doesn't look like the counter hacking. It looks like you hit a firewall.
Okay. I was worried that was something getting into my phone.
Nope, you've hit a firewall. Just you didn't say please.
The eye roll as she mutes her phone. Finally sits up and starts actually going at it. See if she can crack through.
Give me that roll. But
Ooh. Fucking make this a prolonged thing. There we go. 2 10s, a 9, and a 7.
you finally break through it barely, though. You're like, oh. Do you know what I mean?
It's one of those things where you can tell she likes sweating this. It's counter hacking.
What you do see, though, however, is your apartment that was on a constant loop. And you will see this person, standing in the center of it, looking around, with the sniper rifle over her shoulder.
Is this current or old footage?
Old footage. She hasn't been home in a hot minute.
Oh, no. No, she hasn't.
They look around, they pick up a picture. They hold the picture to the camera with you and Felix, you know what I mean? Just points and points at the camera and points, with her fingers, and then just gives the and then the camera feed cuts.
Well, isn't that a bitch? Yeah, she'll go back and see if she can, get a pause on the image of the chick standing in the room. Show it over to Runs. This one of them.
That's a quick shot. She's hard to track. She's hard to track. We've been trying. It's very good. I think she's one of us. I'm not sure. She's a skilled sniper. I've had a few minor little skirmishes. She hasn't taken near the Valerine territory. We've managed to. It will be hard to take the individual borders. However, she manages to break through pockets. So they're playing dirty tactics now, considering what has been done to some of their supply lines. This is them trying to push the next step. So, I'll say with a smile, I'm going to need you all for something eventually.
You have us?
Oh, I'm sure. It just gives us even Charles like, oh, sassy. You know what I mean?
It's one of those things. Like, he knows that this is going to go down that way either way. She's just making a point of, I'm not putting up a fight.
Well, considering they have one of our kinfolk, and I believe it has active thoughts to one of the smuggling areas in the city, predominantly opium. Whoever these as the kings are, they're predominantly dealing in drugs and crime. Also police, heavy cartel things. Very, very interesting stuff. But Jasmine was recently spotted in the southeastern vicinity in the company. By the looks of things, relatively unharmed, but I would say a guest of one of the more illustrious opium smugglers into the city. So, I'm going to go have a word with the Wormfoe. It won't be now. We'll need time to prepare, but I want you to get as much information as you can around that area. The group is known as the Jugai, Jogi. Find out what you can, and I will drop word to you when we will go and get her back and disrupt their smuggling operation. This will be strictly, well, let's just say, to look over, particularly at the get offenders. Hands on, so no veil breaches if necessary, please.
Just nods because he knows when he's being called out.
Find out what you can, do what you can. I understand the Lawless have given you a task. Well, they're one group that you should particularly focus on. Once you have any word, bring it to me, obviously, and I will help organize the reclamation of that Children of Gaia kinfolk. Wormfoe knows what I'm doing, and he has given me full leverage and to handle it my way. So it'll be off the books when we do it. And for some reason, and when Remy and Sylvie look up a run, they see like when he says off the books, it's just up in big black font letters behind him, black ops shit. You know what I mean? Just appears on like behind him magically.
Right. I'm gonna go mobilize some people.
Like I said, act as though you're under your general orders, but mainly focus on if you can find any ties to that particular group. It will help the search easier.
Any kind of ties, Rat?
You look over. Yes, street ties, smuggling, business deals, who they're connected to. If any of these groups you're looking for have that connection to the organization known as Jugai, again, Jogi, it will help. We can get a picture of where their potential storehouses might be. Which will help a lot in finding her.
Sylvie will she'll take a notebook out of her swag and just write that down.
Just gives a nod. I thought I would bring the word over. After all, I was in the neighborhood. This child triggers.
There's a wry little smile because let's face it, they can drop that line a million times, but they've used it in the right circumstances too many times for her to be mad.
Triggered.
But it's oh, I see what you did. She nods. We'll get on it.
We'll be mentioning to other like-minded individuals, but that will be when we know where the main storage house is. For now, I want to keep this as low level as I can, so there's not too much stir.
Yep, she'll give a nod.
Just gives a nod when you find anything. You know where to find me. He just gives a very polite nod and starts walking, unless anyone's stopping him.
If not,
What about the other Theurge and Baggy?
Raimi has no sane reason to stop an Adrian doing anything.
Sylvie.
you there, Sylvie?
Yep.
Are you stopping the nice man?
Oh,
Don't I?
no, she is not.
Cheryl will give a hop up and pause, glancing over to Amy. You went with the boys, didn't you, before? One's Felix rides with.
Yeah.
Do you already have somewhere you mean to be?
I mean, was gonna go try to see what state the wardens were in. I know other people want to come along when we go out to do that, but
That's ideal, really. But do me a favor and check around with the boys, see if they've heard from, what is it, Adrian and Ingram? Or
Adrian and Ingram. You do know they're on set, by the way. They haven't left set since.
oh, they've
the
gone
war.
back. Oh God,
They haven't left.
they have fucking warrants, man. Like,
I heard they were hashtag on the run, and I didn't know if that meant they were off sept.
No, they came straight to set when they heard that shit. That's the safest place they can be.
Yeah. You can check around, see if anyone else has active paperwork.
Raya, where is Felix now?
Glances at her phone to see what time of day it is.
It is like, I was gonna say like 5 o'clock.
And what, Felix sleeps in the mornings, I assume, after he does his middle of the night fucking work.
Yeah, but he hasn't been doing them in a hot minute since all the fucking, you know what I mean? All
So
the hullabaloo.
where's he generally this time of day? I assume at the cabin, or is he out around sept? Or in the
Probably at the
garage?
cabin. Probably at the cabin.
Most likely. Left him at the cabin.
Do you believe he's safe there?
On sept? Absolutely.
Come on.
She gives the phone a wiggle. Why do you think we haven't been back?
no. Yeah. So you want me to try to get a laundry list of everyone who knows they have an active warrant, or what?
A list of names would be good, because we're going to have to do something about it. If we don't do it now, we'll have to do it later. And taking all of our people off the street is a problem. They're trying
All
to
right.
crush our support network the way we crushed theirs.
There's about one place where I can find them all, so I'm gonna go do that now. Ain't nothing but two things to do around here anyway. He heads towards the beer garden.
It's a very wise place to look for the boys.
I don't like that as a placeholder, Torna.
What do you need from me, Raya?
To die. No, sorry, don't mind me.
She thinks about it for a second. Like, ruffles the back of her hair, is just kind of trying to get it all straight. They're going to have Glasswalkers, probably still Bonar influence. But I think the two, we know for sure, are Glasswalker. So, I believe it was what, nobody has eyes in the city right now except for maybe Undergrowth, right? And runs.
Undergrowth runs, bit of carves, bit of wildfire. Perfectly really hasn't gone back out there.
No.
And the Lawless.
She thinks about it and starts ticking off on her fingers. The only people I know of who probably have eyes on the city are Runs, the rest of his pack, Undergrowth, and honestly, the Lawless probably have they are gen themselves on it too. We need to figure out if we can learn as much as we can about where the storehouse is, where they're working, sightings of Jasmine, and sightings of the ones that are creeping in from the east. If you can talk to the other Theurges, get some insight, or at least get, if they don't have answers, get advice on how to get the insight yourself.
I will do so.
Be very, very mindful that the Weaver spirits are probably going to be, well, predictably on high alert.
Most
That many
likely, yes.
Glasswalkers in there. See what you can find me. The more I know about where we're going in, the better we are.
I will see what information I can find, Raya.
And, leave Undergrowth off your list. I can talk to him.
As you wish, Raya.
It nods and shoos her off to go do her thing. And she will head in a direction as well.
Okay, we'll go Remy first since he was the first one up on the shit, and I've actually painstakingly gotten all the people that are in that gang, apart from Felix.
Fucking Raimi, for the first time in a while, walks through the doors of the beer garden.
You see them. You would know that like this is essentially that smuggling group. Apart from Felix, like Felix is part of that as well. So, kinfolk wise,
Just like sees Helga and is like, well, we're doing this because Nadrin told me to. Heads over.
they're sitting there, you know. You can hear Agent talking to Isabel, and he's like, "Are you sure they haven't?" And she's like, "No. I mean, they're not gonna find me in a warrant like that. My family. I just need to vanish." You just nods, okay. You know, it's like Adrian seems to be doing his own assessment of like how fucked did we get. Yeah, Remy will walk over. They'll look over. You know, they'll all have like pints and stuff like that. Look over. Hello, Remy. Major, will say.
You got a minute?
Sure.
I heard the bad news. Sorry, you all caught warrants. It's a shitty thing.
Oh, this happens sometimes. It's part of the game. Yeah. Ingram nods. Oh yeah. Isabel just gives a shrug, and Helga doesn't say a fucking thing and just takes a drink.
Do you folks know about anybody else who's caught heat recently?
Well, I know one of the Glasswalker kins having trouble, but more they're trying to poke in every avenue. Our group mainly got a bit caught under the thing. Can't really don't know about the Shadow Lords. They run their own business, a tight ship. The Fianna. Look over at Isabel. Kind of rub her hair. I've heard that one of the people, Christie, he's a lawyer. He's undergoing some investigations, but he said it was nothing that he couldn't handle.
Okay. Well, I'm going to put it to you this way. Y'all can do me a favor. Shoot any names of people who are catching heat out of the blue my way. Will go a long way towards me and mine trying to, when we get the chance, clear all that off the books for you.
Well, there's us four. Felix, I think, as well. I mean, like I said, we had to ditch everything and run. So they mightn't have a proper APB on him, but they definitely saw him. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
only
I
a
got
matter
you.
of time. Only a matter of time. But they've definitely got my face. And England will have warnings. Isabel there. And Helga. Helga doesn't answer, just takes a drink, and Isabel like, I'm not the one you need to worry about the most. My people can vanish off the radar pretty quick. But would have be much more beneficial than not be, you know, hiding out in the fucking hills.
Of course. And like I said, you hear anything, just point it my way.
Just a nod.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, they just nod, you know. They have no trouble fucking having a girl give them a helping hand.
It's like, here's help. Okay. And once official business has been clear, which at this point, yeah, it pretty much has. Remy will fuck off.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can walk away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where the Gru came in, the Gru did business. Business is concluded. Now the Gru is leaving.
Yeah, they go about their business. They have no real trouble, really. You know what I mean? Particularly to do get the other two, the two boys. They're like, no, whatever. This part of the daily routine, really. Where is everybody else going after Remy awkwards his way out the beer garden?
Sylvia's gonna go try to hit up the Lawless.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Were you looking for them?
Going to try and figure out what information, if they have any, about out in the city.
No, where are you going to look for them?
Oh, that's a really good question.
You could be rolling me an intelligence.
Yeah, shoot, I'll do that. Give me 1 sec. I need to get the kid put down.
All right, well, Sylvie's stepping away. So, Charlotte, what are you doing?
Oh boy. Felix already knows a good bit. Oh. Fuck. Probably going to talk to the Lawless.
Everyone's coming to talk to the Lawless.
Um,
Are you gonna go find them?
Hmm?
You gotta go find them.
I mean, I'm gonna check where they're normally camped. If they're not there, well,
But you could ask Isabella. She is their kinfolk.
this is true. I just didn't go the right direction to know she was there.
You could find out. You could go around looking for her. Jeez.
Jeez. Yeah, fuck it. I guess I'm starting close enough. Glance over after the others. Actually, you know what? Let's spread it out if the others are already planning to go talk to Lawless.
I said no such thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was just Sylvie.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, she'll come around. Kind of glance after, and be like, ah. And she'll deviate briefly to swing by.
See the gang, you know what I mean? Teagues'
Yeah.
gang.
First nods to the lot.
Yeah, they just nod respectfully.
Yep. She'll take a moment to kind of glance over to Isabella. Any chance your family's unsept?
Oh, they're down the way. They're not on SIP. They're on the Protectorate. Gotta go down past where the old house is.
Mm.
Just go west of the high clearing.
Thank you.
Just nod.
Did the polite nod back because thank you, kinfolk. And yeah, she'll go ahead and get out of the way so they can keep talking like people instead of having an apron hovering over them.
Okay.
Very convenient layout.
That's what I did. Jeez. Saved me fucking hours of trying to find the right picture.
Steve perpetually zoomed in.
Hello there!
That is kind of how he do.
No, here's a question. You want to wait for Hedo?
Yeah, I can wait for it.
Okay, I'm back.
Aha! How fortuitous!
Yes. It's difficult trying to get him settled in with his dinner. Okay, so intelligence what, Torna?
Oh, I mean, if you want to bump into Charlotte went looking for the same people.
Oh, yeah.
If Sylvie's casting around like, now if I was a Fianna, where would I blarney? She'll kind of glance back and, wait till she's getting looked at and kind of do the finger cook like, come on.
Oh, okay. Hey. Hello, Raya.
Let's talk to the Lawless.
All right. She'll follow along. Is Charlotte right-handed or left-handed, actually?
God, I can't remember.
Okay, she'll follow along behind Charlotte and slightly to the side that isn't her dominant hand.
She is ambidextrous.
Ooh.
That's what I thought. I was checking to make sure she got that from Ma'am.
But yes, you arrive at a little campsite far into the high clearing, like west of it. Oh God, you know what I mean? You realize you're at the edge of the protectorate, and I mean you'll see all the four of them. You reckon the old man's probably somewhere around there, but you see the four of these, and again, it's very much the hill folk vibe. I mean, you realize they see you before you see them, really, because you can just see the way they turn and are almost waiting for you.
Charlotte's been here before, hasn't she?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah. And let's be fair, she ain't that surprised they're all just like do that. Hey guys, let's all turn at the same time. Make it look weird. Like
No. I mean, what's weirder for probably Sylvie is you're walking, walking. Sylvie looks over her shoulder. Quinn and Steve are behind her, walking behind her, and she's coming up to Kieran and the Tail Singer.
Yeah, that is a bit eerie.
Like Charlotte has seen these guys in action. These guys just fucking vanish, and they're gonna appear.
this is another case of I am clearly on someone else's turf at the moment. And you know
Mhm.
what? Charlotte is okay with that.
Yeah, and you're walking up to Singer's like sitting on the table, and Kieran looks like he was looking stuff over, and Quinn eventually walks up and crawls up the little thatch roof and sits on top of it, and Steve leans up against something, taking that to life, and begins peeling some of the apple skins by putting them in his mouth.
Afternoon.
Hello there, Tail Singer will say.
To glance back, make sure Sylvia's behaving herself, because we did just walk up on their turf.
Yep, she's taken the knee.
Polite nod is offered the Tail Singers a matter of course. You hear about him breaching in on these?
What's that?
Several of the folks from St. Cloud, the Horned Rats, seem to be remobilizing.
Well, of course they're rats.
The point of interest, I suppose, is that they've been caught mobilizing.
That's good. Tail Singer smirk and look over the lads. The lads nod. We've been mainly trying to run and gun on the gang, so I suppose we'll eventually find the tie.
I don't suppose you've heard at all about this. Was it Jugai?
Quino, heroin dealers from out east. Connection to the cartel, yeah, I've heard of them. Vicious fuckers.
You got any designs on them by chance?
Why is that now?
Because we do.
Oh, do you? Tail Singer will nod. Well, that's good for you, though. Smirking. Why do you need our help? Because that's what you're clearly here for.
I find it decidedly fortunate when our intentions align. I thought
Said
I
our
might see
inten-
if that was the case instead.
Who said our tensions are aligned? That's a very assumptive statement there, Charlotte Sullivan.
Well, I said it was
Smirking.
fortunate when they did. I didn't
Oh, no,
necessarily
no.
presume that was the case.
Oh, you're presuming again. You got that presuming face on you and everything. You even brought your Omega and everything with you. Oh, you were presuming. Kieran smirks, shaking his head.
Well, I'd hate to go out there and find myself stepping on your toes.
Oh, I'm used to that. That's Sylvia, is it?
Yes, Ray.
I wasn't talking to you.
It is indeed.
If Fianna all stare at Sylvie. It's like, whoa, do you know what I mean?
Somebody's like, "Oh boy, this again."
Oh, they just look at you. You know what I mean? Tail Singer nods to himself. We have been mainly concentrating on some of the biker groups, but the Jogai are appearing a lot more, seeing as we're in the smuggling, they're in the smuggling, so they've been mentioned. We haven't encountered any other force. Well, Steve did, didn't you, Steve? Yeah,
God damn.
I fucking did.
How did that go? I like just glance over, expecting a very Fiona answer. Let's be honest.
Go down the woods about a ways. You'll find them. What's left of them, anyway.
Good to hear.
Oh, I'm sure. He's missing his skin, though.
Brock kind of quirks like, oh, all right.
Well, they had to hang him up somewhere. Otherwise, the animals wouldn't find them.
I suppose not.
Ah, well, you know. He's nothing guru or kinfolk. He didn't have any of that smell on him. We checked him. But he's definitely one of the smuggled areas. After all, who do you think supplies runs through the jungle with the info there, Charlotte? Wigs.
Yeah, she just
Glasswalk.
quirks a smile.
Glasswalkers always forget. These hills are ours.
They absolutely are.
Kieran goes, and don't you fucking forget it.
Not for a second.
Good. But yeah, we found them skulking around. There looks like they were probably trying to figure out the borders, I imagine. And while Steve caught him first. But it looks things are bringing it in along the eastern, back trails. Hard to figure out by the police. Kieran will nod. And with the right connection to the gangs, which I imagine that's where the Kings are coming in from that, that bar and all that, they can just streamline it in. Wouldn't even notice it's, what I mean? Hell, they were probably doing it while we were there.
Very possibly.
They have a tag, but we didn't. Your man didn't. Well, did he, Steve? No, he stopped making sense after I cut his dick off. Guess I could say I had. Guess you could say he was dickless and speechless as well. Not just Quinn on top of the roof. Quinn smirks. Ah,
Sometimes Charlotte forgets these guys are stone cold vicious, and then they remind her. This is one of those moments.
yeah, how's Sylvie reacting to they're just so fucking casual about it.
I mean, she's got this look on her face like, whoa, and also, like, very clearly looking down and trying to keep her opinion of, wow, that's really dishonorable to herself.
That's what they get for coming up in our territory. They don't know we're a guru pack yet. But we're gonna have to keep our kinfolk on the down low, we don't want anything. But we're pushing. We're doing so cautiously though, you know what I mean? Gotta put out the feelers and all that before we can do a big raid. We're looking for their supply houses. That's the best place you can hit.
Well, at this point, you've backed some of my places. Is there anything I can do to back yours?
We've back some of your places, haven't we? Tail cigarette smirk. What was this? Smile. Teasingly.
You've helped when you didn't have to. And I appreciate it.
Mm.
Is there any way I or she can help you with this?
The Fianna all stare at Sylvie again. Hang on, I'll even do this because Charlotte told the tail singer an important little bit of info. So,
Oh, yeah.
Sylvie, look at this. I'll zoom into every single one of them. That's all you see them staring at you like. Your pack is grand. But Tailsinger will look over. Like I said, any back tracing of info to help make sure that if you're get a decent number, multiple locations of storerooms, you can hit one, we'll hit the other. We don't want to be stepping over each other after all.
Do you have even a general location?
Not yet. Gotta get the right people, unfortunately. We've only just caught the fish. Don't know the lagoon yet.
Put your lens over to Steve. Any chance they're carrying ID, paperwork, anything?
The idea looked like he had been smuggled in, but $50. If you want, take out into his pocket. There's blood on them. That's $50. Might buy a nice Subway.
I don't
You
need
get
the
it back.
$50.
Around them, pockets it. Quinn will go.
Bones?
He was tainted. I think.
No
hear you.
scrunch.
You see, that doesn't mean the guru that we're working with him were. Often guru can, we've seen it, infiltrate an organization and put your people in the right places and strike to remove the taint. Could be easily what they're doing. It's what we do. Just keep yourself clean afterwards. They all sage nod.
Could very well be.
Yeah, no, Sylvia's nose scrunches at the mention of tainted.
But every other person we've met related to any of the packs from St. Cloud, they've been clean as a whistle.
That does seem to be the running trend.
Well, if anything, Quinn will nod. What I've been hearing is they steamroll in a gang, let them rock us around, make sure that certain leadership is changed, and then make sure that leadership is Gaian, if you get what I'm saying. That way they have the greater influence. Suppose that's how you beat the worm in some ways. We just prefer to kill everything. Only way to be sure. They all start smiling.
Decidedly thorough.
Feral.
Thorough.
Oh, yeah, there was like a oh, thorough. I mean, you could put it as feral too. Hey, lads, they all start going, and they all just say at the exact same time, yeah. But we have a plan to kill everybody, so shrugs.
Huh.
Well, bloodied our people, stole our people, humiliated our kinfolk. I don't care if they're worm-tainted or not. That's a disemboweling. They all sage nod.
I bet they do.
Oh yeah, Steve will not have to send a message. Quinn was, oh, they're lucky if it's just a disemboweled. And Kieran went, oh yeah, I'll get him.
I don't
We don't.
suppose.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Oh no, Charlotte. Don't by all means, come on now. Oh, come on.
I don't suppose any of the ones you caught had phones, electronics, anything.
We had a burner, Steve will say.
Even a burner could be holding a little bit.
Tosses it over. Doesn't look like I had much. Looks like it was just recently bought. That type of shit. Only one number in it.
Worth a try.
You can knock yourself out, Glasswalker.
Will do.
Have fun with it. I was enjoying more his fine tales.
Fine tales.
Oh yeah. Peel a man's skin and they start singing.
I don't suppose any of them were especially useful tales.
Well, considering what Runs told you was the tales.
Very useful tales indeed, then.
Mm-hmm. Gives a little sassy nod, like, that's right. Wasn't for me, you wouldn't have known this shite. You know what I mean? Type stare. It's all the Huffy and Puffy peacock, you know what I mean?
Puffs himself up and goes, huh.
Kieran gives him the pat on the shoulder.
I appreciate your fine work.
Everyone has a talent. Ours is killing. And then, of course, making moonshine. And being Fianna, so Tailsinger will look over. Steve will just smirk. We know how to get the job done. So, we'll be doing our stuff, and anything you can throw our way, be much appreciated. As long as we're not crisscrossing each other and telling tall tales, as it were.
Absolutely. I'll get you anything I can find out.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and just a little peach in here, just between us girls, Charlotte. We don't want any outside interference from anybody. You know what I mean? No surprise, Gleaming Eye. No surprise, Wisconsin people, if you don't mind. It's our territory.
Understood?
Just know it, just between us girls now. Just here, smirk playfully.
Oh, just between us girls.
Oh, there you go then.
Yep, there's the nod. Nope. You know what? If that's the terms of engagement, so be it.
And then if you're in your pack, pull any shites. Well, put it this way. We'll straighten them out. No bullshit. Don't step over your boundaries. But we ain't afraid of a backhand.
I imagine, like any guru, they will reap the rewards of what they do.
There you go then. They just nod to themselves. Well then. Is that everything, or do you want to stay for tea? Spoiler alert, you can't, we're busy. We just thought we'd be polite and offered. And we don't break tea with somebody who, never mind. It's nods.
Well, that means it is time for her to collect Sylvie and not have her work anything with them because, nope. That's on the forefront now.
Oh, no. Tailsinger not. Everything's fine. Just, the boys. In fact, Tailsinger will walk away from the boys with you guys. Particularly Charlotte. Like, he walks ahead of Sylvie, knocks over Charlotte. The boys are feeling a bit ways.
I can't say I blame them.
You're fine. They're all dentists to my leadership, so just as long as nobody pulls any fast ones, they have no issue. All the rest of them, that'll be our little secret then. I didn't tell the tribe. Don't worry, Charlotte. Puts his arm around her.
I am weak-kneed with relief.
You fucking better be. I'm telling you. Whisper. I told the tribe. Wink. You saw what happened when your friend Johanna tried to step up to one of us.
Oh, I did.
So I thought, me and you could do a little business. And I just mentioned that little thing I did for you. Pats her cheek. The good one. He's not a dick.
Yeah. Nope. She gets the pat because Jesus Christ, this man is so animated. Gets the little pat. Just nods. I don't see why we wouldn't. And of course, I would never forget.
Say that. Near to we. As you walk past, gives the Sylvie the little tilt of this avian looking stairs. He just kind of jumps forward a bit, like rah, at her playfully.
Yeah, Sylvie, she'll start back.
You can hear the. She's jittery as a March hare, isn't she? She's walking along.
Yeah, Sylvie gonna get beckoned along with the left hand, like the come on, get back in spot because Jesus Christ, I'm not leaving you here right now.
Yeah,
Man.
no, she'll head off with, or she'll head back with Charlotte.
If you look back, the Tailsinger waves. You guys, bye. You know what I mean? Even the boys do it.
God damn it!
The wave of both you and wave of both you and Sylvie.
Well darn. And here we could have stayed for tea. Just kind of grinning as she heads back. And yeah, she'll be flicking open the phone and seeing what's this number, if it's even a number and not like a blocked one that she's going to have to spend part of her afternoon. Yep. There goes an hour of her afternoon. All right. Probably best that you give the Lawless some space. So next on your list. Come on.
Next on my list. Okay. Let's see. Who were the other packs Charlotte suggested?
Ironically, the Valerine are gonna have some of the best Overwatch on the city.
Okay.
Or you could go, actually, honestly, Haley's not the worst idea. Much like last time, if it's Glasswalker heavy, no, our ship might be able to get through.
Yeah, Sylvie's
But she did point out Runs and, in fact, several of his pack are, oh boy, are they adept. But that is your call.
So yeah, Cyril probably. I think Marcel is the only person other than Runs from the Valorine that Sylvie's met.
Yep.
Um,
Go on, Katie. Say his name.
Yeah, she'll. If Sylvie has a pause up, it's, I suppose you can add Haley to the list. Honestly, she's feet on the ground. Not a bad person to go to. Runs his pack. Carves may not be a Thage, but Lord knows he's probably got incredible Overwatch.
You talking about me again, Charles Silver?
Just the pause. It's one of those he's right behind me as any looks that Sylvie gets. That's literally how it goes down.
there's just a nod.
As he's walking by, you actually see him with these two in tow.
Mutual goals does breed talk.
Oh, I'm sure it was mutual goals, my dear. Hang on, just let me get Runs because it's really weird talking with Marcel's face like this. I'm sure it was, Charlotte. I'm sure it was. He's walking over. Marcel and Runs flank him.
Downright flattering, really.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure it was, honey. Don't worry. Don't flatter yourself now. It's all right. It's all right. Gives their little pat squeeze.
Oh boy.
Now, who is this? Fine lady that I have never seen before. You hiding all the beautiful women on me again, Charles Sullivan?
As soon as his attention goes to Sylvie, she is boom, down on one knee.
Yeah, it's one of those things where he's like, "Have you been hiding all these fine women?" And Charlotte's just like, "Well, we all do know that I am a voracious lesbian." So naturally,
I mean, if that's your prerogative, he just gives the hand wave like, "Oh,
the
don't let me
helpless
stop
shrug.
you." It's all right, honey. Pats the cheek. You go, hello, my dear. I don't believe I've met you. Marcel, who is this? Looks over. Sylvie Iverson, I believe is her name. Sylvie Iverson. From the court of Wisconsin, I hear.
Yes, Raya, that is correct.
And your deed name is Blood on Snow, if I remember right.
Yes, that is accurate, Raya.
Oh, I love it when I get it right. I must say, Sylvie, that hair. Did you do those braids yourself?
Every morning, Raya.
Oh, that is just fearsome. I like it. Got that mix of southern Wisconsin style with a bit of get a friend's ferocity. Don't you think, Marcel? They look lovely. He'll walk over, puts his arm around Sylvie's, he's lifting her up. Oh no, my dear, please. That dress is too far for you to be kneeling there. Come on, get up, come on. Let's not have a tragedy before we start one.
Oh, you're so kind, Raya.
Oh, well, thank you. See that? Look at that child. She even thinks I'm kind and everything. Oh, these young girls. So, we were in the neighborhood, and I did hear my name being mentioned. You lead into Sylvie. Were you looking for me?
I was more specifically looking for your pack, Raya.
Oh, well, I am the alpha of the pack, and you got two of my pack over here. So, puts his arm around. Charlotte, do you wish to be present? I know you like to chaperone the babies.
Oh no, go right ahead.
Oh, wonderful. Do give my compliments to your husband. I hear he wasn't having some difficulty. My soul goes out to the poor man. Rough business.
I will be sure to do so.
Oh, well, we have to all work together after all. I know they don't. I know you don't like it, them getting in your little shit just as much as they don't get in mine.
The nod.
I sent. Michelle was saying, if you want, she could send over that fruit basket to his and Freya's house. If you want, it's just a little thing.
I would hardly try to stand between them in a kind gesture like that.
Oh, well, she wanted to be sure, and she didn't want to come in you know how it is. I thought I would ask before, Gotta be a good sort of gentleman and all that.
Of course.
Wonderful. I'll make sure she sends it over. He just strides with Sylvie in his arm. Marcel just gives a respectful nod. Runs and do it too.
Yep, Charlotte will not quite violently disengage. Like, I'm outclassed.
She's just so damn fancy. Yeah. He's just walking with Sylvie in his arm, So Sylvie, tell me about yourself.
What do you wish to know, Raya?
Oh, well, surprise me. I'm a Galliard after all. Surprise me.
Surprise you, Raya? Okay.
I do love surprises.
Well, let me think here. It wouldn't be a surprise knowing I'm from the court of Wisconsin. Here, I grew up in Wisconsin. Ah, would you like to hear how I got my deed name?
I believe I heard that story. Smirking.
Do you know why Blood on Snow was chosen?
Why don't you enlighten me?
So, in the war form, my fur is white. Pure white, almost. Pure white in the Umbra, especially. Like freshly fallen snow. And I dragged myself out of the black cells, bloody, but under my own power, covered in blood.
Fitting. So is that why, I like that. A mix of Wisconsin class with the ferocity, just like I imagined you'd look like. Fitting.
Well, I was raised by Gat. Long before I joined the court.
Oh, I bet. Were you an Omega there too?
No, Raya, just a cub.
Oh, just a cub. And how long were you cleared for before you came here?
About 6 months.
Oh. So if you're just a cub, I take it you never been on a path before.
Not properly, no.
No, I get it.
I had plans, I had arrangements to run with one. I was thinking very seriously of joining, but, well, it took a while to find a good fit.
Well, it does do that.
And then my uncle signaled.
Oh, I bet he sent you over here.
He did, actually.
Very wise move of Signal sending an Omega to work with Charlotte Sullivan. I like that. It's a bold strategy.
Especially that, given that there's, there's Lily Tremuson, Thayer's here for me to learn from?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I bet she takes to you like a fish to water. You know, you bowing all low and getting all on the ground. I bet she loves that power trip.
I couldn't say, Raya.
Oh, does she know you're the Omega?
I believe she does, yes, but well, I haven't seen her particularly seem to enjoy that.
Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Oh, no, that's fine. That's completely fine. It's an interesting experience, I bet.
I tell you what was an experience. Carves, Raya.
Oh,
Did you know there was a shipwreck
no.
nearby?
Oh, yes, the famous one.
Mm-hmm. Went down into that ship to get something for one of the spirits on the set. You know, one of the ones that's working to bolster our spiritual defenses.
Oh, interesting. Who sent you on that?
Oh, that was Lily, Raya.
Oh, she entrusted you with that role,
Yes, she did.
knowing your position when you came here.
I was not an Omega when I came here, Raya.
Oh, you see, forgive me now, Sylvia. I had just heard that you were an Omega, and I had assumed you had transitioned the role from a pat. You can see how I'll mix that up.
I could see how one would, Raya, and I didn't see a need to correct someone of your standing in that. If I,
No, no,
if
it's
it
fine.
wasn't necessary.
Don't worry about it, Sylvia. Just pat her. Just gives a nod. Interesting. Well, I do remember the court of Wisconsin very fondly when the brief time I was there.
Oh, when were you there, Raya?
Oh, probably before you were born. No, you look young. When I was just fostering, you could say, I was over there for a while. Came up from New Orleans.
Oh, New Orleans, really?
Mm.
I hear it's lovely there during the spring, but the summers are unfortunately humid.
Oh, yeah. And like the devil's asshole, that's what they call it. But you, an Iverson, coming from a predominantly Oryxon-based central, if I'm understanding the Get Politics right. I am, aren't I?
In terms of get, yes.
Oh, good, I got it right. Perfect. Marcel was coaching me, see. He's a very intelligent man. Looks back at Marcel. Marcel just stares and nods. Mm-hmm. Myra is most eager to learn of the Get situation. So, Sylvie, sent here by your uncle, and then made an Omega to a glass walker. Bet that's a culture shock for you, I imagine.
A little bit, if I'm being honest, Raya.
Hmm.
Actually, a fair bit, Raya.
I imagine the Trimmondsons don't came kindly to the Oryxon boy kicking you down in the dirt the way he does.
Well, Raya, it hasn't caused an issue yet.
I must say, then you must have fantastic diplomatic skills.
Oh no, Raya, I would trip over my own feet talking to most people here.
Oh,
I tend to overthink things.
I can't imagine why. You've
Well,
been so engaging so far. I'm trying to understand what the fuss was about.
I've had Well, do you remember what it was like to be a Cleith Raya, looking to prove yourself?
Oh yeah. Oh, I do. Don't worry.
Maybe it's the get blood, maybe it's just me, but every task put in front of me often seems like an obstacle. Something I have to get through.
Hmm. I can understand that.
Well, sometimes that means I bash my way through them like tearing down a wall with a sledgehammer.
It's an interesting approach from one who grew up in the court of Wisconsin. Must say. It's a unique one. Maybe I just don't understand because I'm not a Fenrir after all.
Well, there was some my first change was a bit of a family tragedy.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Often first changes usually are.
My mother died protecting me. I lost memory of my life prior to that. And around the same time one of my cousins went missing.
Oh no. Oh, you
And
poor dear.
it was people from the court who helped us.
Oh, which people?
The Redmonds and the Von Cares.
Oh, a very interesting mix. Getting help from the Redmonds as an officer. And the Von Care as well, they're gleaming. I imagine that was an interesting experience. I've heard they've got the greatest big mansions, the proper old style European things.
I can't say I've seen the inside myself, but I've heard the same stories.
Oh my! Well, I thought you would have more experience after all. So did I not bring you in? Not show you around and all that?
No, right. I was part of what's called the Lesser Court because I was not from any of the big three.
Oh yeah, you're not part of the big four. Yeah, I forgot about that. So they didn't take you on as a ward then?
No, right. I was there. Didn't take me on as a ward, but I got on pretty well with a couple of the Redmonds, the younger ones.
Interesting. Very interesting. Well, that's good to see that you adapted. However, must be again daunting to see that kindness be turned into something else. Because, well, think about it this way: you grew up with the kindness of the Redmonds, and now you've got the Olsons kicking you into the dirt. I imagine it's quite the culture shock seeing the different families. I know it was for me the first time. I remember the first time I saw up close and braids of the Trimminson blood. Oh boy, they're hotter than a crocodile waiting up for an avalanche.
Well, you see, Carves Raya.
Mm-hmm.
In spite our differences, Remy and I have had a good relationship.
I bet you have. I bet you have.
We arrived the same day and got off to a rocky start. Every time we've been out together.
I bet the collar he put on you looks really nice as well. He's walking, smirking.
going to have to roll something for this next line. This be charisma etiquette?
Sure.
I mean, like
Maybe.
she's trying to sound the politest.
Sure, yeah. Whatever you want to do.
Okay, so that is. Oh, gotta do the /R at the beginning. Okay, so that's that's 2 successes.
Where did you roll that?
Apparently in Lost Cub again.
That's all right. 3 successes. Yeah, what are you trying to say?
Actually, Ray, he's taking me to get a tattoo.
Oh, he's mocking you now. Oh.
Oh,
Looks
nothing
at
like that.
looks at Marcel. Oh, Marcel. Look at that. Marcel will stare at Sylvie. I remember the last pack that seeing an Omega get made, they marked them too. Interesting. He's walking by. It's good. Establishes the loyalty.
Well, perhaps, Reyes.
Perhaps. I bet you he encouraged you which one to take, didn't he? You know, Sylvie, this is my suggestion that you should follow. Did you like it?
Did I like what, Raya?
His suggestion.
He hasn't made a suggestion, Raya. Just
Oh,
offered
hasn't
to
he?
pay for it.
Oh, he
and
offered to pay
take me
for
to get it
Oh.
done. Considering,
Oh, there you go. There you go.
considering I've had a few kills in the field now.
Oh. Always starts with money. Well, that's good. I'm glad he's making sure you're doing your thing and celebrating your achievements. It's good. Gotta be important to get the young ones up and coming. I suppose Charlotte Bryan endorsed this? You're right.
She didn't oppose.
Oh, very good. She's embracing the ways of the native tribe. I like that. Taking after me, after all. Looks back. Took my leadership over here, so good to see that my tribe continues to adjust to things.
Forgive me, Raya. I'm not sure I know what tribe you are.
Honey, don't play stupid with me. He keeps walking, just doesn't even say it with any aggression, just gives her the fucking stare like, don't you know who I am? He's just walking. Let's not pretend, quarter Wisconsin girl. I believe you grew up to be proof far smarter than Remy Olsen in your life.
I suppose one could argue that. Yes.
Oh, argue? Who says we were arguing? Are you telling me Jasper Von Kerr isn't a smart man?
He's
You tell me-
intelligent and particularly devious.
Are you telling me Isaac Resmond isn't a smart man?
He's wise.
So why are you arguing then?
Because I don't think Raimi is unintelligent.
I didn't say he was. Did I? I said there are people smarter than Remy Olsen. A Cletus.
Yes, there are many. Forgive me for misinterpreting your
Oh,
words.
no,
Raya.
it's fine. I see that little temper of yours. It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry. Nothing's offended. You lean in. She sees that you care a lot for Remy, though. That's sweet.
Every time we've been out, Raya, he's had my back.
Oh, that's good. That's very good. It's always healthy to have a good bond with your pack mates. So much so that you'd snap at 3 Adrians and assume what they say. I like that determination and loyalty. Now, if I was a Gate of Fenris, I would have curb stomped you into the earth, but I'm not. Instead, I admire that in you. I admire that little ferociousness. But it also tells me 2 things, Sylvie. One,
right?
one, you're not as good as you think you are trying to lie to me. 2, you really need to stop shaking shaking, girl. You are so nervous it is not even funny. Am I frightening to you? Did I frighten her myself? Look back. No, Raya. I don't think you did. Months ago. What? Looking up the phone? No, she seems fine.
Well, you are so far above me, Raya, in rank. It can be a little intimidating, especially when, well, the 3 of you.
Oh, I know, dear. Oh, I know. But then again, you're on your own with the 3 of us. And I want you to understand something, Sylvie. I think your Alpha's a smart girl. I think you're a little ragabash. I don't know what I use. Lean in and smile, and Jesus, he's like a shark. Your master, we'll call him, is a smart boy. But you, I don't think you're not smart. I think either you're playing a very clever game. We were walking into the lion's den without realizing which one's the snake and which one's the lion. Now, Sylvia, I don't want to scare you. Don't like doing that to kids. I just want you to look around and what do you see? What do you tell me? Tell me what you see around everybody.
I'm sorry, what was that last bit, Torna? You cut out there a little bit?
Tell me what you see looking around at everybody.
I see 3 Adrian, a Therge, who I'm likely to work with, and Arun, who I've seen is honorable in combat, and you, Raya, Galliard, and Alpha of your pack.
Oh, that quarter Wisconsin politeness. I do miss it. But I'll tell you what, Sylvie. Lean down so he's whispering right in your ear. You're shaking. That quarter of Wisconsin training ain't prepared you for this, has it?
Not entirely, no.
Oh, honey. This was a little pat. I wasn't asking what you looked at us. I was asking what you saw over there, which shows me you're paying attention to the people who are around you. Clever. But also incredibly talented. But anyway, enough of me playing my games. I'm sure you got places to be. You don't want to be walking around with people like mine. And after all, you gotta go tell Remy that you met 3 Adrians today. Isn't that right?
Yes, that's oatmeal. Actually, Araya, it is very fortuitous that I happened to meet you.
Oh, why's that?
Have you heard what's happened in the city yet?
Have I heard what's happened in the city?
Yes, the two kinfolk who apparently had overdosed.
Oh, I did hear something about that, yes.
Well, Charlotte Raya wanted me to ask around different packs that have more connections in the city than we do.
Oh, did she?
See what they know if any of the Therages might be able to or willing to assist me in
Oh, well, that's good. That's good. The shard
some
is. Oh, you want assistance from me and my pack? Is that what Charlotte Ryan is wanting? She wants our help.
She did not explicitly say as such, but
But you just said that she sent you around asking for assistance.
she did.
So, hang on a minute now. Yeah, hold on now. We'll figure this out. They stop and they both stop when car stops. Maybe I flubbed the message. Now here's where I'm getting a bit hung up. Charlotte sent you to ask around the different theatres in the packs. You know, do your theatre thing. That's cool. But she's also looking for assistance from these theatres. Of course, with, you know, the endeavour of helping the Sept and the good of the Sept naturally as part of all, you know, all our roles and that goodness and God's blessing. And now you're telling me that she's not asking for assistance, that it's you who's doing that. Am I right? Or did I mix that somewhere else?
No, Raya, you are correct. I am asking for assistance.
So you're not asking, your alpha's not asking to, you know, lend a hand via you. You're asking as you independently.
Yes, Raya, I suppose I am.
Then why say that your alpha was asking? Were you afraid that I'd say no?
I wouldn't want you to think I'm going behind my alpha's back, Raya.
Then why lie? Now, that tells me a lot more than being honest with me.
Well, she did tell me to go to the different packs. Ask
Oh,
for
did she?
this specific thing.
Mm-hmm. So she told you.
Yes,
She,
Raya.
why not just leave that, honey? Why are you trying to lie to me? And again, no anger, just a smile. It's such a charismatic smile.
There's I've got a perception empathy.
Oh boy. Oh boy. I get to roll this dice pool. Yeah, I actually know you get one. You know what I mean? Roll your perception empathy. Have fun with that. This is gonna be funny. He's amused by you. He's very amused. You're not sure if he's, you know, of course everybody dances, but he's very amused by you. In fact, he's having the time of his life watching you.
If she will just say, you are correct, Carves, Raya. I probably should have led with that.
But why'd you lie, though? You didn't answer my question. See, a lie is a very delicate thing. So why did you think you could do that? Curious, I'm not angry. I don't get angry at kids for showing something. So why?
Sometimes a small lie is the most polite statement you can make.
Oh, small lie. Mm-mm-mm. My, look at you. Mm-mm-mm. Now here's the question. Lean in. Did Charlotte tell you the lie?
She did not, Raya.
Oh my. Marcel, look at this. Marcel does not have the most comical reaction as Carves. He just fucking stares. I see, Raya. I imagine she'd be pretty annoyed that you lied, though, right?
She would be.
To an
Yes.
agent of my reputation, to 3 agents, in fact. If you could spin it the right way, of course, but I imagine she'll be pretty peeved about that. I know Charlotte long enough now. She does detest lying, even though she lies all the time, but that's just life. We all have our hypocrisies. But I suppose that'll be our little secret, man. Can you keep a secret?
Yes, Raya.
Oh, can you? Can you? What secrets do you know then, Charlotte? And it's not Charlotte. You lean in. Fuck it. I'm studying over my sentences. You cough as well. And he'll go, oh, can you? I hear that you can't. So, here's hoping that you learn that secrets are far more useful when they're actually secrets, Sylvie.
Yes, that would be a good thing for me to learn. Raya.
Oh, very. But it's okay. It's okay. Like I said, Charles ain't here to slap you, and the Olsen boy ain't here to put his leash on back again. It's just us two. After all, that's often what happens in the end with a secret.
Indeed, it is, Raya.
But, as far as assistance goes, Silver, when you make up your mind who you're coming for, then come and ask me for assistance. Ask my pack mates. I'll be always happy to provide. After all, we're always in the neighborhood. But you gotta make sure you're coming to ask for the right person. Is it for Charlotte and your pack? Or is it for you? After all, I imagine you're probably thinking about 100 different things, but I'll leave that decision with you. Do give Remy my regards. After all, I hear he's made a fine addition to Charlotte's pack, and tell me how the tattoo looks. I'm most intrigued.
Why can't it be both, Raya?
What's both?
For myself and for Charlotte and my pack.
Can't play that card now when you lied to me. That doesn't work like that, girl. You see, you could have played both if you didn't try to lie. As he's walking past, I would have let you. But with that lie, it looked like you were trying to hide something. And that's the thing. What were you trying to hide? As he's walking along. Come on, Marcel. Runs. You go on ahead. We gotta do some business in town. You turn to Sylvie. I look forward to hearing your answer. We're always around.
Well, I will keep my eyes open, or perhaps most fortuitously, all I need do is speak your name and you will be standing behind me.
Or perhaps, Sylvie, you might whisper a secret and know that you can actually keep it, and I might find you far more quicker. But then again, I imagine the leash doesn't stray that too far. It turns to start properly walking off.
Sylvie watches him go. Like a fly that's just danced with a spider in its own web and suddenly realized it's so tangled in it, can hardly tell up from down anymore.
There you go. I put the music in the sideshow as Carlos walks away. And yes, is anyone doing anything, or would you like to end it there?
I'm not sure if I want to follow that up with another bad decision. How about you, Ramy, buddy?
I was gonna go see the wardens to deal with some shit about the stuff, but I feel like that's probably a thing for later and not now.
Yeah, I can get to tomorrow.
Cool. Because Ramy and the company and the wardens going out to understand the streets and get closer to the dudes. That seems like more of an extended activity. We've already been at it for some time. So I'm not going to push things any further by initiating that now so late in the game. Fuck.
Oh boy. You know what? This has never been more secure than it is now, but I think I will still wait. Well, I know there's threats on the streets. I'll talk to Natalia, so... No, you stay away from me.
Okay, do you want to wrap it up there then, Katie?
You know what? That seems like a good note. Everyone's triggered. Everyone in the game is triggered now. Ugh.